Didi Kempot as a popular campur sari maestro and songwriter, and he began his career as a street musician in the city of Surakarta. He is fortunate to move to Jakarta around 1987 to 1989. And the stage name of Didi Kempot is an abbreviation of the Kelompok Penyanyi Trotoar or Sidewalk Basker Group, a Surakarta music group that brought him to move to Jakarta. He faced many challenges when he began the journey as an artist, since his style of art was very authentic and different among the common artists. But he didn't give up. He wanted to do more and more in order to pursue his career desire in life. And the good thing was he didn't change his music style just to make people like him. He kept his music original. And eventually, his music became very popular over the years among the young people. Moreover, he successfully funded thousands of money in one of the television program during the pandemic. So Didi Kempot started from zero, and you might know some of his famous song like Cidro like Cendol Dawet Seger, Pamer Bojo, Sewu Kuto, Banyulangit, Stasiun Balapan, and Suka Teki. There's many songs that you might already heard from Didi Kempot, but you might don't know who is the songwriter. So he is Didi Kempot, guys. So this is the journey of Didi Kempot. He started zero, and then he became very famous during the pandemic because young people recognize his songs and his art and things like that, and he was invited to a lot of the television program during the pandemic. Okay, so what can we learn from Didi Kempot story is that two values: never settle and help others to help themselves. Since Didi Kempot started from zero and never gave up to achieve his goals, he never settled to find a way in order to get closer to what he desired. Other than that, even though he was very famous, Didi Kempot always helped other artists who were underrated to collab and get a name in his shows, like Denny Caknan, Happy Asmara, and many other artists creating Dangdut Koplo. Well, but unfortunately, Didi Kempot passed away a year ago because of heart attack, and this is a memorial and inspirational story of him. I think that's all, guys, for the inspirational story from Didi Kempot, and I give it back to Kak Wei.
Okay, thank you so much, Putri. I think this is like a Surakarta pride for you, right? Okay, so next, we're going to the vision and mission statement to Mr. Jing. Are you well enough now, sir?
Okay, thank you. I'll be well enough to deliver this, and then I probably need to get some rest again. Thank you, everybody, for your time this morning. First, let me just share a little bit of recent events that I think are fairly inspirational at many different levels, and I'll begin with what I was doing for the past few days. Okay, so many of you know, perhaps the next few days were there was a B20 event happening here on the island of Bali. Actually, today I think is the beginning of the G20 event, which is a collection of international leaders coming here to discuss, I guess, their vision and mission of what they want the world to be. So thanks to, by the way, I just want to say thank you to everybody in operations and in URC and hospitality operations, actually everybody across the entire company, keeping things running on both Sunday and Monday, and perhaps half of today too as well, while I was at this event. I'd like to also actually bring special attention to Jessica for discovering about this event, the B20, something I had not known about, and making us aware about the possibilities that we could explore by attending this event. So it was very difficult to get in. Even myself, I struggled to get a pass. to attend the event. But I'd like to share a few things with the entire company today because I think there's some good takeaways here. All right, the first takeaway is this. So this is actually very fascinating. It's not very often that we actually zoom out to the national level, to the international level, and really look at what does the country want? What does Indonesia want? At the B20 event, that was spoken very clearly multiple times, and there was many different themes across different industries. But there's a few things I'd like to reiterate from what I learned at the event. What does Indonesia want from the business sector? So here's the overarching goal, right? To advance innovative, inclusive, and collaborative growth. So B20 took a look at the world from the lens of COVID. COVID, of course, closed everything down, and then years after, things started getting better. But now everyone is in a very optimistic, bullish mindset about where the world's going to be. Innovative, inclusive, and collaborative, which is actually pretty good for Bukit Vista. And I'll tell you guys more why. All right. So there was a few really emphasized themes in the overall conference. One was this repetition of trying to find more women in leadership positions. The B20 was really proud that they had about 34%, I believe, of the CEOs and the leaders were actually female. So this was an advancement, and also part of this idea of being more inclusive. The second idea that was very pushed forward was this idea of digital transformation. How do we actually transform the country and the business sectors in Indonesia to be more effective digitally? How do you enhance the way that businesses have a digital workspace, digital competency? So a lot of talk about how to use technology and digital culture and transform that into the workspace. And the one thing that almost every business leader and government leader spoke about was this idea of innovation and entrepreneurship. I had no idea, but apparently about 95% of people who have jobs in this country work in small, medium businesses, I guess like Bukit Vista, actually. So the majority of Indonesians are employed in small and medium-sized businesses, even micro businesses. And this allows for a lot of innovative entrepreneurship to fuel the job market, to fuel the economy. So this was also something that was another key theme during the B20 discussions. All right, so I guess the question is, where does Bukit Vista fit into this? Where do you fit into this? Where do we all go from this point on? And this is the part that's fairly inspirational. We're actually ahead in most of these categories already. A lot of our senior leadership here is actually female. We do have a lot of digital transformation already, just the way that we're conducting this meeting, the way that we do our operations on Discord, the amount of apps and technology that we build in-house here, our data science teams. This is we're already going that direction, and this is a direction that the country really encourages and really stands behind and admires. And of course, we innovate every day. We innovate every day whenever we encounter a issue. We try to think of a new way to do this, and we're always bold as entrepreneurs to be the first, and oftentimes the most aggressive in various industries and marketplaces. So I found this to be actually very inspirational. It's the rest of the industry is realizing what we have discovered from a very long time ago, actually. So where does that leave us? So what can you do? It's a relief to me, and perhaps a source of pride for me, to realize that just keep on doing this. Innovate and inspire delight through hospitality innovations that positively transforms our guests, partners, and employees. Live the mission, live the vision of the company every day. And that is what the country wants for the business sector to do. That is what is the vision of Indonesia. All right. Anyway, let's talk about a few fun people I met. So this person is probably one of the Oh, he was like a nobody here. This guy over on this side. I think the only thing he ever did was to donate this building to the university I attended. No, that's a joke, right? Of course not. This is Sahat Sutarja, actually. So Sahat Sutarja has been a personal hero of mine. He's probably one of the most successful Indonesians outside of Indonesia that I've ever recognized. He is a billionaire. His you guys are all using his work right now. Everybody right now is using something that he designed. He basically designed Ethernet switches and networking equipment that works on data centers and across large networks. So we're probably all using one of his chips in order to have this meeting right now. So he's a radio geek, actually. He, I think, was born around the 60s, and he liked to play with radios in Jakarta. Eventually, he went to study in the United States at the University of California at Berkeley, and he met his in an elevator in the engineering building. And they started a company called Marvel Semiconductors. And at one point, they donated, I think, about $20 million to the university to build this building that you see on the right. It was really inspirational being able to meet Sahat Sutarja. Sahat is purely engineer, and he spoke about things that make a lot of sense. It was very inspirational. He uncovered things I never even thought about. He uncovered things like, why is it that you can't replace the battery on your mobile devices anymore? And he mentioned that that seemed to be an agreement between industry and business, or industry and government, to actually reduce sustainable policies in electronics. So really interesting guy, really inspirational, and it was a really good opportunity to meet him. The other guy that, this guy over on the red just happened to sit next to me. I think he's a taxi driver or something. No, actually, not at all. The guy in the red shirt next to me happened to share the table at lunch, and it's Sigit. Sigit is the executive director of Bluebird, and we spoke for a long time, actually, about the applicability of using data science to actually improve the way that taxis are dispatched and taxis are utilized. So that was also fairly inspirational too as well. And that was a completely random encounter that I was not even expecting at all. Okay, I don't know. Anybody know who this guy is? Anybody? I don't know. He probably just is trying to be more Balinese on that day. This is Sandiaga Uno. So he is the Minister of Tourism. He's behind Wonderful Indonesia and all the other campaigns across the country to promote more inbound tourism. Fairly inspirational guy, very playful, very rich too. I had no idea. He's probably also a billionaire. I think he had a wealth fund before he became a minister, actually. And I got to talk to him, surprisingly. He was mobbed. He became a tourist attraction himself at the B20 event. And I got to talk to him really briefly about his idea of actually doing what we're doing right now with MBKM. How do you actually take ideas that digital nomads and people are bringing here to Indonesia and elevate the understanding and the education of locals this way? So exciting, and he directed me to his manager of industry development, and we're going to have more discussions about how we can make Bali a better place, such that we can improve the lives of actually our employees, and other people who want to learn about digital transformation. And then, just by accident, I ran into these two guys. I don't know if anyone knows them. This guy's somewhat famous here in Indonesia, right? Guy over on the right. And I don't know if anyone knows the guy below. That happens to be, I think, the leader of the 51st state. It's the Canadian leader, Justin Trudeau, and of course, this guy is Joko Widodo, right? So, anyways, really, really inspirational event. It was once in a lifetime. I guess once every 20 years, Indonesia will host the next G20 in maybe another 20 years or something. But yeah, really, really great. And thank you, team, for giving me this opportunity by taking care of the operations so that I may attend. And also a big thanks to Jessica for discovering that this event even existed. Yeah, once in a lifetime, definitely once in a lifetime. Okay, hopefully that inspires everybody. And now I guess let's zoom back down again to the mission and to the Airbnb Insights dashboard and see how we're doing this week in terms of how are we actually adding to this idea of the tourism sector and also inspiring delight. Okay. Check-ins. Last week, check-ins was at 84. Oh, once again, green means good. Green means we're above the SLA. Red means we're below. Last week on check-ins, we're 84.1%. This week, we fell 83.3%. In fact, most of the KPIs for hospitality have been moving downwards this week by a few percentage points. Okay, let's go and take a look at the next one. Communication. Last week, 75.3% on communication. This week, 74.7%. So falling a few percentage points there. Next, accuracy. Last week, 74.5 on accuracy. This week, 73.5. Location. Location is barely above the SLA, 71.7%. Well, this week, it is at 70.8%. Next is value. Value. Last week, 69.3%, almost above the SLA. Unfortunately, this week, we've moved further away at 68.5%. So red being below the SLA. Cleanliness, one of the deepest struggles we have, 62.9% on cleanliness last week. This week, even lower, 61.6%. Overall, last week we had one figure above the SLA, 4.5 on the overall rating, and then 67.5 on the 5-star ratings. This week, both have taken a hit. 5-star ratings is 66.7, and the overall rating is 4.47. Okay. Anyway, I'll quickly pass this over to Putri and to Wei again. Just a reminder, as a policy, we have new employees working on operation squads for the first 3 weeks. Oh, I'd like to borrow a word that I heard over and over again at B20 for our program now. So many of you might be aware we have the Buddies Balanced Work Program for at least the remainder of November, whereby people working in different chapters are coming into operations to help things out. I just realized there's a Bahasa Indonesia word for that. It's called gotong royong. And I think that could be a good way to actually interpret the ideas that what we're doing here. I do think that by participating more in operations, we will get better at operations. And that is essentially the heart of what we do for our partners and for our guests and for our employees too as well. Okay, price and parity. I know this isn't 100% yet, but we are looking to achieve this. All prices being the same everywhere to the guest so that the guest has a unified experience and understands the value of Bukit Vista. And of course, we are moving away from WhatsApp. We're trying to get more usage through the BVGo app and through Bigger, and also conducting more of our inbound through Zendesk as well. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'll stop here because I probably have used up more than the time that was allotted for the B20 discussion. But the final thoughts I want to leave everybody here with is this. I'm extremely proud to be leading this company to define the future of not just, I think, Bali, but perhaps Indonesian hospitality. I think it takes courage and it takes a very, very special team, which you all are part of, to get to where we want to go. And many days, our day-to-day life feels like we're dealing with complaints and struggles and things not working and all these particular things that generates frustration. It generates maybe even a loss of confidence. And certainly some people decide that Bukit Vista isn't the right place for them. But if you take a look at the long way of things, you realize that those are essentially necessary struggles for any country, any community to innovate. We're just experiencing these earlier than what everybody else will. And so I think that's a really good moment to take meaning in the kind of work that we all do here, each and every one of us, that really puts forward this idea of inclusion, of diversity and innovation, and collaboration too as well. Okay? All right. So the world is watching. It seems like the leaders of the country do admire what we're doing here. And you should admire too what you do here. Okay. All right. Let's get this back over to Wei and Putri.
All right, thank you so much, sir. We surely are inspired by the story you told just now. And this is also my first time seeing you in batik.
Oh yeah, this is the first time I ever wore any formal dress way. It was really interesting. I'm gonna wear batik more often now.
Yeah, nice. Okay, then next to the weekly mission inspiration. First to Mas Gani, please.
Okay, good morning everyone. So for this weekly mission inspiration, I brought the Ola and Garrett's idea about the proximity area using infographic design. So it's been years since we used ballpoint format to describe nearby location of the property on the listing description, and now it's time to innovate this essential information. So Ola and Garrett came to collaborate together and produce this beautiful infographic. I hope this kind of content can inspire delight guests and increase the location value of the property itself. Yep.
Thank you, Mas Gani. Next, yeah, to you too again.
Okay, the next is about Bivigo calendar blocking tutorial in Bahasa and English. In the past few weeks, Ola and Divanda has developed an easy to understand tutorial video that can help non-tech savvy partners to block calendar on Bivigo. And again, I hope this kind of content can inspire the partners and operational team. So if you can open the link and let's play the video a little bit.
Okay. Wait, let me. Okay. Let's see.
How to make calendar blocking on Vivigo. First, click Booking at the bottom left. Second, pick Calendar at the top right. And then add blocking by clicking the plus sign and choose whether it's for personal or maintenance. Select your dates of blocking and then click Save, and then you're done. So that's how you block calendar on Vivigo.
All right, that's really great. And then next to Katendi.
Okay, thank you, Wei. Yeah, last week, one of the owner in Kayana Bungalow buy the new clothes for the guests, even at night, by the host request and by the guest request, and then delivered by host. So I think this is inspired the lab that the partner just buy quickly the clothes for the guests at the night. Thank you.
Thank you, Katendi. Next to Bliketut.
Okay, good morning everyone. So last week, the double A and the owners by the door sign, and then the chain of the some of the linen and all the pillow for the 9 rooms. Is the picture, and because they have few time for the guest complaint for the moldy on the pillow, and then some linen is dirty, and when we have suggestions and the owners follow our suggestion, because they just retake the management from his sons. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Bliketut. Next, let's hear the positive innovation from employee, Shelin.
Okay, thank you, Kawe. So this one was earlier just announced by Mr. Jing, but I'd like to also like put it in the employee side. Why? Because this is actually a really good opportunity. There was discovered by Jessica. So thank you, Jessica, for introducing the team with this event. That this actually is a good opportunity for us to network, as well as to understand on like what's happening in the industry and where is the direction the country is going. So this is a really good chance that we actually had a chance to grab, and yeah, hope that everyone enjoyed the event as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shelly. And next to the inspiring technological innovation from Mas Bayu.
Okay, this one is the improved hosting flow timetable. Very simple thing. So only by doing this, making the schedule more clear, people already feel a better flow of hosting. There's more confidence on what we are doing every day, basically. Also, inside that, we also assume that everyone is already using Bifigo, including partner. And the result is basically we get more confidence in the usage because we assume that everyone already using it. We just ask if something is not wrong. It's really something is not wrong. It's not really asking whether you are using that or not. And I think this is this is kind of failure or embarrassment, but I think this is very inspirational. I think because basically we told partner something, but the partner said, "Please use Bifigo." I think that's one of the most special thing when working on this adoption, basically. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Mas Bayu. Next, we can jump to the company team target and achievement to Ara, please.
Okay, thank you, Wei. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone doing well, and to Mr. Jing, hopefully will recover soon. Also, yeah, feeling better. It was really tiring. I also there with Wayana, Jessica, and also Jing, so I can really feel how does it feel 2 days for the event. Okay, and for today, I'm gonna deliver most of the inspections about our hospitality technology integrations that is become our monthly theme. So a couple of inspections that I already wrote there. The first one is about maps accuracy. Before I go here, I'd like to really recognize the team, Gani and Marcel, that actually interact, and we also interact with the reports that I put up here. So it's faster communications. The first one is about maps accuracy. So it's not optimal yet because we've seen that there are repetitive low guest review on the maps accuracy. Pictures are attached, evidence are attached. Later on, if you guys want to see, it's there. So the solution that I propose to Gani is that currently content request is based on requests that people see about what are the flaws on your side and the awareness on the content side. But I think it would be a good idea if content and awareness team will have a active inspections list towards maps accuracy because we've seen this going on for multiple times. Second one is selection method. This is mostly to Mr. Jing also for the lack of detections towards motivation and integrity wise during selection process. Mostly this was conducted by the team. I've coordinated this and detect this from Putri. So the proposed solutions in here is the first one, documented inspections method for interview sessions. Maybe we can go back to the times where we record the interview sessions. The second one, this is to Putri. You can arrange by avoid reinventing the wheel by pick up all the old best practices that we have. And the third one is about the hosting experience with tool integrations. This also not been optimal yet. Evidence is also attached. So there has been an inconsistent hosting experience given to the guests from conflicting tools integrations of automated messages with actual host response time. So I talked to Marcel to monitor the hosting experience in general, starting from analyzing the response rates to the guest journey itself. Okay, for the target for everyone that is new in the company, for the November, we have the revenue target of 270,000 USD. The 5-star rating, overall rating is still the same from the previous month. The next part is about the hospitality tech integration itself. We're going to discuss about tools that help ease up operational work in the reservation and hosting team. So the first one is the available unit search. This is useful when we want to search for alternatives available properties in a limited time without having to look around ourselves. Using this can eliminate the lag time and enables the team to respond faster to inquiries with the need for an alternative properties recommendations. Some feedback from our side for the room of improvement. The first one is I have found that it doesn't show all available units entirely, which is a limitations to the search result. Second one, it would be good to add more filters with number of rooms or guests, although it's on display or already. The third one is users need to remember that the total price shown has not been added with any OTA fees. The second part is about the internal property visualizations. This tool shows the locations of each property in a selected areas. This is also related to what Gani and Wei brought up earlier. The usage can be simultaneously with the available unit search if there is the need to find properties nearby. The pricing team can also use this to estimate property prices according to these locations. Room of improvement is we need to recheck for the list of properties, make sure all active partners properties are included here. Okay, so that's the visualization. The third one is about OB detector, overbooking detector. Helps to detect overbooking reservations, which enables advanced planning for case detections and resolutions. This tool also releases notifications through its Slack channel whenever overbooking cases are detected. Some drawbacks on this one is that sometimes there are differences between bigger and toolkit data, which could prompt false OB detection since this overbooking detector relies on bigger data only. This is also the visualizations of OB detector, both in bigger and also through Slack channel. The last part is about, this is the new one. I think not everyone is aware yet about this, and this is still under development. OSAI, this tool is not yet ready to be deployed entirely. However, when the time comes and it's ready, these tools could be really great help for the HER team. So what exactly it's about? It's a tools where for the new person coming in, especially that keep on asking wrong questions to the group or to the owners, which has been asked previously. Like for example, does this property has pool? Does this property provide breakfast? That for the new people sometimes just shoot the questions to the owner, and owners is like, this is a repetitive questions. Why you keep on asking me? So this tools is gonna be the one that answering your questions for all the new member. So the new member, if you have any questions, just put up this question in the Slack, and the AI will help to answer it for you instead of to the partner side. So it minimizes the lag time to check for information on the listing itself. Instead, we can check on the different answers and the ultimate answers provided by the tools. Okay, the last part, let's discuss about the achievement. Those was previously about all the tools, the inspections, and also like introductions to all of you that is not aware. So please pay attention and read again for what I just reported today to be aware on what exactly the tools that we have. Okay, the next one about the achievement. This is the revenue achievement. We have achieved 224,000 USD of revenue in November so far. This is 83% of achievement in total of revenue target. We have increased by 36,000 USD from last week's revenue achievement. And in month revenue achievement is approximately at 61.5% now. And 80,000 USD has been achieved out of a target of 131,000. Additionally, we need to pick up the pace to fill up for December as well. There is an increase for around 20,000 USD from last week for December's starting revenue. So, the next one is quality and rating achievement. The difference, this one is a weekly monitor. The one that Mr. Jing report is monthly, and mostly for the $1 million summer target. So from last week recorded result, our monthly 5-star and overall ratings have experienced a slight drop, 5-star ratings from 6.4% to of 75%. This has decreased by 0.9%. Overall ratings 0.101 to go from target of 4.5. So you guys can see the graph over there. And the total revenue achievement so far, by far for the weekly one, we have achieved for 8 to 14 November, which target set for 32,000 USD, and achievement right now already surpassed to 119% for weekly target. This week target is going to be 27,000 from 15 to 21st November. So please be mindful towards our target and keep up the good spirit to achieve this. Thank you. Back to you, the host.
Okay, thank you, Kara, for the inspirational company team. And now, next to the promotion and new employees, maybe to Shelin.
Okay, thank you, Kawe. So, okay, good news actually. Well, for everyone that I like to announce in this case. So, Ola recently finished her internship actually, on the 12th of November, and she continued her journey with us as a part-time graphic designer in the awareness team. So, congratulations to Ola, And yeah, I think you have seen like her designs just now, right? It was actually like presented on the maps as well as the the tutorial for Bibigo. So those are some of her works so far. And yeah, looking forward for more designs from you, Ola. And another thing is that we also have a new employee onboarded. So we have V over here, like V for short. Yeah, I've asked him like on how to call him, and he said V is fine. So okay, V was in trials the past few days, right? In this case, and he has passed the trial program and is starting his first day in Bukit Vista as the human resource team in this case. So he'll be doing the 3 weeks of HO first before going on to the employee squad. So congratulations for both Ola and V for passing the trials or even like embark on your new journey with us. So yay, congrats Pips. And yeah, that will be all from my side. Back to Kak Wei.
Thank you, Shelin. Welcome to V and to Ola also, yeah. Okay, next to core value recognition. Oh, there's none here, so let's jump to the personal updates. Okay, now that we always read the question of the week, I want today to read the personal or team achievement. Okay, first, is Mr. Jing still here?
Yeah, I'm sitting here. B20, that was my personal team achievement. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing. To Mas Gani.
Join the operational on daily Discord and Slack channel. Immediately found a lot of room for improvement in the content before content crash game. And the second, with Kemas and David, we solved pending payment problem on Waya's account last week. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mas Gani. To me, I converted 3 bookings when joining my first ops last week. Next to Adil.
Yeah, it's gradually improving our search results for the website related keywords.
All right, thank you, Adil. Next to Sabrina. Is Sabrina here? Okay, I will read it. First time posting on Journey at BV Instagram. Next to Ola, our new part-time.
Yeah, continuing my work in Lindy. Thanks, Kak.
Yes. Congratulations, Ola. Next to Furkan.
First time becoming housing supervisor last week. It was very amazing.
Congrats, Furkan. Next to Nadine.
Okay, for the question of the week, yeah.
Personal or team achievement, Nadine.
A personal team achievement is the alteration notification is now on, so supervisor doesn't need to be worried anymore about this. And then we increase Bivigo adoption together with Kabayu and the hosting team.
All right, thank you, Nadine. Next to Kayla.
Okay, so we do adopt new arrangements to enhance work efficiency, so less meetings. And second one are learn a lot actually in DPL team. So looking forward to the improvements for BD team to make. Thank you, Kak.
Thank you, Kayla. Next to Mayan.
Okay, B20 and then 1 MOU sign on BD side, bravo to Erika, and then BD new adoption.
Okay, congratulations for the MOU signed. Next to Gray.
Agoda Inquiry project is finally complete, so good job to Benita. Yep, thank you.
Congrats. Next to Erika.
Okay, 1 MOU signed this month, Kak. Thank you, Kak. Back to you.
Congratulations, Erika. Next to Putri.
Finally brought Kafi to pass the trials.
Congrats. Yeah, congrats. Okay, next to Beneta.
Release the Agoda Inquiries project with Kak William.
Nice. Okay, next to since the people here are not attending, let's just jump to the Ara.
Oh, I just attended the B20 along with Jing and Wayana and Jessica and network with all the interesting people that I met.
Nice. Okay, next to Tendi.
the full board cleaning checklist improvement is done, and then for the general cleaning schedule and documentation in Coda, also Bifigo adoption improved for the check list room ready. Thank you.
Thank you. Next to Shelin.
Okay, proposal from the fourth batch of MBKM is already submitted, so yeah, now we wait. And another thing is that we have onboarded two in the team. Yay! Thank you. Back to Kawe.
Yay. Okay. Next to Bukit Vista.
Okay, thank you. Import Pipigo adoption to change the room status on guest journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Bukit Vista. Next to Mas Mario.
Adoption Bibigo partner.
Okay, nice, Mas Mario. Thank you. Next to Giselle.
Okay, so I created a solid schedule to balance my work and school project. That's it.
Nice. Okay, to Krishna.
Finally, the candidate I searched from URC able to pass the trial. So welcome, Fee.
Yay, everybody welcome Fee. Next to Citra.
Okay, silakan finally doing improvement nowadays.
Yeah, yay. Next to Mas Bayu.
Okay, so some of the tech work is converging right now to support the main goal. One of them is the channel manager migration. We will have a new channel manager, and we are already migrating few profiles. And in the next following weeks, we are going to migrate the rest of the Airbnb profile. So from the user side, you don't see anything. Everything just migrated, and then it works like usual. Also from the mobile app development, right now having more steady pace and working on feature that most often used by the user.
Nice. I believe it's a migration from Tokit to Batch 24, I think.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Mas Bayu. Next to Robin.
Upload Bivigo version 195 to App Store and Play Store to fix internal notes, guest journey, and booking revenues.
All right, nice. Thank you, Robin. To Abam.
For me, did hosting for the first time with the help of Marcel Julie and others from our person team.
Okay, congrats for the first time in hosting. Next to Claudio.
Yeah, for me, conduct the project plan and also complete the PRD for the next step for complete the improvement for extra service in bigger and especially in guest portal, because some of guests are already doing booking from guest portal, and hopefully this will give them the best experience to book a service.
Nice. Thank you, Claudio. And next to Lilis.
Basically, discovering issues is multi-listing process optimization, and thanks to Bella for providing system integration and dynamic pricing lab.
All right. Next to Vidi. All right, thank you, Vidi, for keeps improving. And then to David.
From me, first, solve pending payout on Waina's account. Thanks Kak Gani and Kemas. And second, complete the October payslip, and the last, completing monthly report for three properties, three party. Thank you.
Thank you, David. To Bella.
Okay, thank you, Kak Wei. For me, having few on-site partner engagements with Kak Citra, also improvement on various balance work as a reservation team, thanks to Syntax to assist me doing some reservation.
Okay, welcome to Bali, Bella. Next to Jessica.
For me, it's the B20. Thanks for the opportunity, Mr. Jing, and several on-site partner engagement visits to build better relationships with the partners. Thank you. Back to you, Kak.
Okay, to Felix.
Yes, finish deploying permanent data collection script. There are still some errors to be fixed though.
Also, I got back to reservations on Sunday because of buddy's parents' work. Everything went smoothly, thankfully. Yeah.
Thank you, Felix. Next to Marcel.
The hosting flow by Kabayu to improve Bivigo adoption. That's great, I think.
Nice. To Raffi.
Deployed the second iteration of OSI. Thank you.
Okay. To Torik.
For me, it would be creating decision tree to be used by dynamic pricing team and ease up the work of pricing adjustments.
Okay. Next to Maria.
Mine would be price settings in Agoda, decision tree for DPL, and also currently working on red flag definition in DPL.
All right. To Rifki.
Okay, so successfully analyze the threshold and set its decision for the OSI and automate context data updating also for the OSI.
Okay. Next to Della.
For me, it's increase the occupancy rate and reach the peak of monthly revenue, as well as save more than 1,000 USD starting revenue for December at Asri Guest House.
Congratulations. Okay, next to Dira.
For me, become more productive week to week and price will remain insight from different perspective by gaining reservation.
All right, thank you, Dira. And last but not least, Kemas.
For me, I just finished my coding course and solved a pending payout from Paynow account with Kadafit and Kagani.
Okay, thank you everyone for reading the personal or team achievements. And do we have announcement? Oh yeah, I think this is the last week announcement. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's last week.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, then that's all. Our all hands today. Thank you all for coming for the all hands and have a nice week.
Have a nice week, everyone.
Have a great week, everyone. See you soon.
Thank you.
Okay, see you everyone. Have a nice day.
Ya, hati-hati banyak yang kena COVID.